Hey guys, welcome back to Dolly Shots. So today, I'm gonna talk about one of the best crime thriller movie directed by the ace filmmaker David Fincher. Yes, you got it right. The movie is Se7en. If you wanna know more about this film, watch this video till the end. And if you're new to our channel, do subscribe and press the bell icon to get more updates. So please sit back and enjoy the video. David Fincher's story takes place in a bleak and constantly raining city where urban decay and sleaze in all forms are rampant. Coming up to his retirement from the police force is Detective Lieutenant Somerset, played by Morgan Freeman, who is tasked with breaking in his replacement, Detective Sergeant Mills, played by Brad Pitt, before leaving. Somerset is world-weary, under no illusions about the futility of the daily role he plays, and initially wants nothing more than to escape from the grime and violence of the city. Mills, on the other hand, is convinced that he is going to make a real difference, having voluntarily transferred to this precinct, bringing his wife to the city with him. Before Somerset can move on, a homicide comes in which he and Mills are assigned to investigate. But it's only the first of a string of ritual murders that will be committed by a killer who is basing his crimes on the 7 deadly sins as depicted in Dante's The Divine Comedy. This grime death sets the tone for David Fincher's Se7en, one of the most darkest and merciless film ever made in Hollywood mainstream. It will rain day after day and they will investigate death after death. There are words scrawled at the crime scenes and the fat man's word is on the wall behind his refrigerator: gluttony. After 2 of these killings, Mills realizes that they are dealing with a serial killer who intends every murder to punish one of the 7 deadly sins. Se7en takes place not in the genteel world of country house murders but in the lives of 2 cops. One who thinks he has seen it all and the other who has no idea what he is about to see. Nor is the film about detection. The killer turns himself in when the film still has half an hour to go. It's more of a character study in which the older man becomes a scholar of depravity and the younger experience it in a pitiable and a personal way. A hopeful quote by Hemingway was added as a voiceover after preview audience found the original ending too horrifying. But the original ending is still there and the quote plays more like a bleak joke. The film should end with Freeman's "See you around." After the devastating conclusion, the Hemingway line is a small consolation. And this is one of the rare movies that I have seen many times over the years and somehow gets better upon each viewing. I have come to really appreciate the tone of this movie, the insane amount of detail in each and every scene, and the amazing performance by Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman and Kevin Spacey. The movie ends with a question mark: who is the real villain? Is it the sinners or the man who abolished the sinners? So now let's move on to the 7 things that you don't know about this movie. So the first one is Brad Pitt fell while filming the scene in which Mills chases John Doe in the rain, and his arms went through a car windshield and required surgery. The accident was worked into the script then. Coincidentally, the original script called for Detective Mills to be injured during this sequence. So the second one is, as preparation for his traumatic scene in the interrogation room, Leland also would breathe in and out rapidly so that his body would be overly saturated with oxygen, giving him the ability to hyperventilate. And he also did not sleep for a few days in order to achieve his character's disoriented look. And the next one is, New Line executives originally balked at the film's ending, but Brad Pitt refused to make the film if the ending was changed. Moving on to the next one, the film's brooding dark look was achieved through a chemical process called bleach bypass. The silver in the film stock was not removed, which deepened the dark, shadowy images in the film. And the next one is, the primary influence for this film's screenplay came from Andrew Kevin Walker's time spent in New York City while trying to make it as a screenwriter. Moving on to the next point, the director and the actors wanted the film to end with a cut to black right after Mills shoots John Doe, followed by the end credits. New Line requested that a coda would be shot following John Doe's death after the poor test screening regarding the dark ending. The ending narration of Somerset quoting Ernest Hemingway was added as a compromise, for which neither David Fincher nor Morgan Freeman particularly cared. So the final point is, the script was rewritten several times because the studio was uncomfortable with the bleak ending and tried to soften it up a bit. In one version, there was additional scenes after the final confrontation between the detectives and John Doe. As Mills is preparing to shoot John Doe, Somerset tries to intervene with his switchblade. However, Mills quickly responds by shooting Somerset in the shoulder and subsequently killing Doe. The scene then resumes 2 weeks later as Somerset is recovering in the hospital. He is visited by the captain, who tells him that Mills will be presented at the court the next day. The captain also delivers a letter to Somerset from Mills. Opening it, it contains a note saying, "You were right about everything." So yes, that's it for today's video, and if you like this video, please like, share it with your friends, and do subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to get more updates. So this is Suraj signing off. See you in the next video. Till then, bye.